Good morning to everybody. How's everybody doing? Oscar Blue for Oscar Blue. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to all. It's inevitable to not talk about this, and there has been multiple programs, multiple people talking about it that they live in the United States. I don't live in the United States. I live in Mexico, but it's inevitable to not talk about it. It is 10:38, 30th of April of the year 2024. What the hell is going on, man? This is so disappointing what it's happening on college campuses in the United States of America. It is just a complete disaster. Really, I can categorize this as one of the it's just a complete disaster. It's just, man, uh I don't I there's no other way. There's no other way. And I posted a video on Twitter about these progressive, mercenary, Marxist, communist, socialist activists that they want to destroy the social economical system of the United States of America, or if not, they already are destroying it, and they want to rebuild it into a socialist revolution. That is what these incompetent students, I was going to say another word, but it sounds really bad. These incompetent students, that is what they're preaching. That's what they're saying consistently. I'll tell you one thing, and it has been a problem that has been, occurring for quite some time, this generation of crystal. But it has been a problem that has been occurring for quite some time. And this is the fault of bad parenting. This is the fault of bad, really bad parenting, man. Extremely bad parenting. This is what it is. Not only bad parenting, but the dads and the fathers that they're paying tuition right now in school and that they're supporting this. It is just, you're part of the problem. When your wallet starts disappearing to all those parents that they're supporting this, you're going to see the reality of what you were so much supported about. This is completely bad parenting. Marxist teachers that they're being let in on these campuses to be teaching socialism and communism, a socialist revolution. It's just an infestation of what the United States has gone through. And I have said this multiple times before. When I started broadcasting and talking about these issues, I was saying continuously, this is already in your front door. It's already in your front door. You guys are not realizing this. Now it is in your front door. It is, and they're not knocking on your door. They're rushing into your door and telling you in your face, this is what you are going to teach your child. If you don't teach your child what I'm telling you, forget about it. You're not part of us. You're going to be part of this social, language barrier of defense mechanism that they used to defend themselves. Let me tell you, they're defending a genocide right now. And I just saw a video, a genocide of Palestine, right? Supposedly more than, and this is the number that they're giving out, more than 34,000 people from Palestine have died. And it's a no-brainer comparison to what the Israel people in this war, in comparison to numbers. But these young clowns, they don't realize that the United States is actually going to an actual genocide inside of their country themselves. They prefer their country to be destroyed. Now they're chanting death to America. They are pulling down the American flag and putting up the Palestine flag in Harvard University. In the 80s and the 90s was one of the most prestigious schools in the world. Now is the most woke school in the world, possibly. They're chanting Allahu Akbar in Harvard. They're chanting death to America. They're chanting from the river to the sea, Israel disappear. They're chanting all derogatory and also anti-Semitic, the things that they so much preach about, against all people. They're full of hate. This is not about the Palestine people when they're saying a socialist revolution. What the hell is that? This is about your own political, mercenary, activist, liberal, disgusting, progressive, Marxist agenda. This is what it is about. You are using, again, the vulnerable people, as all liberals do, for your own political agenda. As you did with black people, Black Lives Matter, you used them to win an election, as you used the vulnerabilities of a revolution against the law enforcement with Antifa. As you are not fooling anybody, you are going to do exactly the same with migrants, that they are undocumented inside of the United States of America, and you're going to use them for your next elections because you know that there's going to be a mass deportation. So you're going to go to the migrants and tell them, hey, whether you protest or you're going to get deported. So what do you say? So you're going to use them. You're going to use our people for your disgusting political agenda. The actual United States of America is going to a genocide inside in their own country themselves. More than 100,000 United States citizens are dying of fentanyl abuse. Nobody is protesting about border security and the national suicide with this synthetic drug that is coming through your borders. More than 100,000. Why you're not protesting to get border security? Why you're not protesting to get a better border structure? Why you're not protesting to get better programs for addiction? Security at schools so children will not bring the synthetic drug and be distributed in your local schools. Why you're not protesting for these organized crime and these cartels inside of the United States to be destroyed? More than 100,000 people have died every year of fentanyl use. According to statistics, in the year 2022, more than 12,400 Black Americans die every year due to gun violence. Of course, we know that you used that in your past election to win an election, and you were burn it all down with Black Lives Matter. What happened to that movement? Completely disappeared. They just used the Black Americans under the plantation to win an election. That's all you're doing. And now you're using the Palestine situation to win another election, to radically protest and to use the vulnerabilities of people that you guys are dancing and protesting in your schools. Meanwhile, people are dying in the Middle East. Disgusting. In the year 2021, an actual genocide, in my own perspective, more than 656,000 abortions were done in that year. I don't care. Those are lives, whether you like it or not. It's not a fetus. It's something that doesn't even have this. That I don't care is a life. More than 656,000. If you're not getting depopulated with fentanyl, for God's sake, what are these other facts? These are actual genocides inside of your country. Nobody's talking about it. And you want me to talk about Mexico? More than 150,000 people have died under the cartel, gun violence, and cartel activity. One of the most insecure countries in the world due to cartel activity. The country that is the most insecure in the world to practice journalism. I don't see you protesting over here to help us, but you're actually protesting using these vulnerabilities of people of Palestine for your own political agenda. What is your political agenda? You're yelling social revolution. You want socialism in your country. I will tell you something. And just for you, to all you progressive, mercenary, activists, Marxist, communist, socialist, liberals, look into my eyes. Hamas and Hezbollah are terrorist organizations. Let me say it again. Hamas and Hezbollah are terrorist organizations. From the year 2024 and 1,000 years, light years later, they're going to be described as terrorist organizations. What are you going to defend next? The cartels? You're going to say that the cartels, oh, poor people, they live under a socio-economical destruction, and they had to go to, to traffic people and to traffic drugs for their solutions because they were so depressed and they had no solution and no education, so they had to use that. That's your next thing? You're going to defend the cartels? The cartels are exactly as terrorists are Hezbollah and Hamas. Exactly the same. Completely disturbing what is going on right now in college campuses in the United States. Completely disturbing. Disturbing as you don't even imagine. Unbelievable. Disturbing. And, and this is, I will tell you, this is bad parenting, man. Bad parenting. Completely bad parenting. You want to know how the new evolution of the youth of the United States of America is on a decline? See what's going on right now. All these decisions of these children, get them back in the 80s, and you will see if this will happen. In the 90s, you will see if this will happen. This is bad parenting. Completely bad parenting. You will never see in Mexico this happen. And if it happens, it's going to have consequences. A lot of consequences in terms to difference of situations. You will never see the society being so much attacked. Well, they're being attacked by within. In the United States of America, they're being attacked by within. That's the only way that they can actually divide the United States. By within. It's already happening. It's already there. There's no, a possibility that they're going to be destroyed. There's not a possibility that they're not. You got bad congressional political leaders. You got Alexandria Ocasio going to these campuses and incentivizing this to continue. Got Rashida Tlaib, you got the Ilhan Omars, you got all these progressives that they do not like the United States, man. They hate that flag. But those are the people that they're in charge of your country. They're in charge of your congressional seats. That's what the progressives have chosen. I think these elections are going to be the most critical in history. I believe the critical and important elections. It's just completely critical. We have been reporting on the epicenters where this happens, on the Mexican side, Central and South America, and we have seen the most dangerous things that I have ever seen in my life. People crossing every day to the United States and broadcasting that is just normal. That's just every day. When you're actually seeing the epicenter, when you're on the other side where there's no security, when you don't have no security whatsoever, when you're a journalist and you don't have nowhere to go, nowhere to run, when you're actually in Central and South America, going through dangers in a jungle and through a gunfight, bullets flying on top of your head, you actually know that there's, it's coming. It's really coming. Border security is one of the most important topics on these next coming elections. Border security. And I've been asked in multiple broadcasts. I'm a pro-migrant myself. I believe migration is a human right. I have said it more than a million times, and I'm always going to stand for that because I stand with my people. I'm a Latino. I will be betraying my own blood if I say that I'm not a migrant. We'll be completely stupid and hypocrite. But I believe that every migrant should go through a legal process. Migration is a human right, but you got processes and you got laws that we have to abide. And that is completely destroyed now by these international agreements, these global compacts, this disaster of border security, the dire situation which every border is going through with the trafficking of consistent individuals going through non-ports of entry. The cartel that is growing 300% in growth of economical structure. They're getting more power. They're gaining more power. It's just crazy. And I don't care if the legal process has never been easy. That's the legal way. What do you want to do? Life is not easy, buddy. It's not easy. The other day, and this is for the people that they say the legal process has never been easy. The other day I was running up in the mountain and I did a video and I said, a lot of people ask me why you train so hard, Oscar. I had a trainer, a boxing trainer. His name was Drift Cortez. He is Drift Cortez. His name is Drift Cortez. And he told me, Oscar, every day you got to be ready for war. I have been in the Darien Gap where I have seen the difficulties of our people migrating to horrible, horrible circumstances. Children crying, women carrying their children through rivers and hard currents, women being raped and abused, men dying, decomposed bodies. And you're over here complaining that the process is not easy. I have been in the war of Ukraine going to hospitals where, you got Ukraine soldiers without no legs anymore, young, 20, 19, and you're over here saying that the process is not easy. I've been in Israel at the war, close to Lebanon, close to Gaza, when I have seen families in a bunker, living in a bunker, and you're complaining about it over here, that is not easy. Life is not easy, buddy. It's never been easy. There's people living on a communist socialist system in Venezuela with no electricity, no food, no gas, no educational system. There's people in Cuba living with no electricity, no gas, no food. Life is not easy. But every country has a law. Of course, there needs to be more expansion to give better opportunities to every people on first-class world countries. Meantime, every country gets better. A third world class country is never going to get better if it doesn't get supported on its own. You cannot have international American corporations being and extracting continuously 300% of winnings in Central and South America when you have Central and South America not even making 300%. That's just, it doesn't add up. It's not math. You cannot have an American corporation going over there, and over here in the United States, you're paying $20 an hour, and the same product, you go to Honduras, you go to Guatemala, and you pay $100 a week. You cannot be doing that. If you're an international corporation, pay what it is. Corruption has run over Central and South America. Corruption is running over the United States of America. How different are your corrupt politicians in your borders than us? It is a polluted system now. Everybody is making a business out of migrants. Everybody's making a business out of the vulnerabilities of people, and migrants are being used. Our people, it's being used. Our people are being used. There's a comment right here. I will read it. There needs to be expansion for more people who belong to that country, never to foreigners. You're incorrect. Get your international corporations out of every country then. And I'm not going to address you again. Get your international corporations out of every Central American, South American country. You're violating international treaty. There needs to be more expansion of capital and growth. You cannot be going to another country and making 3,000% and paying 5% to the people that are working there. It's called capitalism, expansion of capitalism. You know, there's a huge problem right now, and it's just a trickle effect of why, you know, all of this that is happening to the United States. It's just a continuance of a lot of things, man. You know, of a lot of things. It's a continuance of a lot of things. And man, these elections are going to be so important. These elections are going to be so important. You know, there's a comment right here. Why should I worry about what people make in other countries when I tread water every day in the USA? Well, I had got an answer for you. You're praying to the world that we should, oh, if America falls, everybody else falls, right? That's what you're saying? You know why everybody loves the United States of America? Because it's the land of opportunity, the land of the free, the home of the brave. If nobody cared about you, we will not be talking about these topics. We are all the same under God's eyes. Under our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, there's no color. There's no entity. You still have people from around the world concerned about what is happening to your country. And still, you come over here and say, why should I worry about them when I'm coming over here? I'm a Mexican citizen. Why should I be talking about these topics? And whoever gives an incompetent comment like, we're not all the same, we got different cultures, justifications to bring your narrative into a float. Justifications. Justifications all the time. Thank you so much for joining in. So bad what is happening inside of the United States, man. So bad. So bad. These schools are being run by these Marxists. And, you know, I had encounters with these progressive mercenary activist liberals, man, in Tijuana. Man, you know, they this is their strategy. You know, when they know that we are so easily uh, we are so easily to be driven into a place where you can understand that we can be used. And this is the thing right here. They come to our country, they bring their hatred, they use us for their political narrative, and then they go. And they promise us that they are going to, help us, give us this, give us that. Everything's going to get better. And nothing never happens. Nothing never happens. Nothing. That's the sad thing about these progressive, mercenary, activist, communist, Marxist, socialist liberals. Destruction. All they talk about is death. Everything. They talk about death. Do you see right now how the people of Venezuela, the few people that they are there, because there has been an exodus, all of them, they don't want Maduro. All of them. They don't want Maduro in power. And by the way, taking a minute of their time. Thank you, Maduro, for putting me on your Venezuela TV station, calling me out. I was in the president television the other day. I will put the link, and somebody in Venezuela wrote an article on me saying that a Mexican it is criticizing Maduro, calling him a dictator. And I'm so glad that you put me on blast, man. I am so happy. He put me on the screen on his television, and he directed himself to saying that to all immigrants that they're in the Darien and they're in New York, he's willing to accept them. And I'm saying, like, you're a son of a gun. You're such a liar. He's the complete fault of why people are migrating and people are exiting their country. That's his fault. Nobody else. That country used to be one of the most prosperous countries in the continent. At one time, El Bolivar, the currency of Venezuela, was much stronger than the US dollar. How in the hell that happened? Imagine that. Imagine how important that currency was. And now it is just devastating. You can find the money in the floor in the dairy. And I did a video that uh, that I was showing, the money of Bolivar of Venezuela in the floor of the dairy, and it's not even worth nothing anymore. Sadly, it is what it is. Thank you so much for joining in. I really wanted to do a really quick video just to address the current situation which the colleges are going in the United States. Patriot Mobile, patriotmobile.com, promo code RAV. If you guys want to change mobile companies, Patriot Mobile is the solution. Support local and American companies inside of the United States. Patriot Mobile. I'm wearing the beanie right today because it's cold outside, man. I will take a couple of questions. 29 minutes with 25 seconds going into this live feed. Read a couple of comments. I don't have my mouse today that is connected to my laptop, so you're going to see me doing this because I'm going to be putting comments on the screen. But I will be doing this. So apologize if people say, like, why is he moving his arm or his hand all the way on the top? I got this stand where I put my laptop, so that's why it's not like sitting down on the table. It's like sitting up on something. It's sad what is going on in college campuses, man. It's undescribable. Meanwhile, these libtards, they are celebrating in college campuses. People are dying, actually dying. And it's saying, like, that's why we're protesting, for people to stop dying. Dancing, chanting death to America. That's like, way to go. It's going to help. Wow. What is it going to change? Wow, this is the new youth revolution. Jesus. Help. I'll accept a few comments right here, a few questions, Q&A for people to want to ask. Want to ask a question, want to ask a comment. And I will repeat it again. This is because of bad parenting. This is the mental illness that the United States is going through right now. There's a mental illness problem right now in the United States of America. There's a country in the country of the United States where they don't know who a woman is. You got gender fluid, you got non-binary, you got the trans agenda, you have this destruction of gender, this destruction of family, this complete destruction of family integration, attacking Christians, completely attacking Christians, persecution to Christians, uh, you know, completely mocking Jesus. This administration mocked Jesus on Resurrection Day, not giving a rat's ass. It's just unbelievable what the United States is going on. There's a question right here. Are you going to get on Telegram? I have my Telegram. I have my Telegram. Somebody's asking, why is there so much mental illness? Is it social media? I'm not I don't know who you call a media influencer. I'm not a social media influencer. Good luck with your question. I hope you find whatever you're looking for in some other platform. Wish you the best. God bless you. If you believe in open borders and free flow of people between countries, you're a progressive, Oscar. I never believed in open borders and free flow of people between countries. Never believed in that. I don't know who are you talking to. No, I don't believe in that. And I don't know since when you've been following me, but just wish you the best. How does Jesus rise on different days each year? Wow. Justifying what happened. Wow. Not today, Satan. Wow, man. Wow, Satan. Wow, Satan. What's going on, Satan? How are you? How's today doing, Satan? You're doing good? How's the weather down there? Is it hot? How's the weather down there? You got sunscreen? Is everything going well over there? How's the vacation over there, Satan? Holy crap. Oh my God. Jesus. That's the problem right there. That's the problem today. That's the problem. You don't see the progressives like this individual criticizing, Islam. I'm just asking. It's just it's oh my God, what the holy crap. Jesus. Satan. My God, thank you for coming, Satan. Uh any updates on the bridge that they're building in the Cap? Oh, I just had an interview yesterday with I had an interview yesterday with Ann Vandersteel. And we talked about that. It's growing, and and the question was if they were doing it with the purpose of creating the massive flow. According to government statements, they're doing it. That bridge is being constructed and built because there's no bridges for the tribes to get one side to another. But ultimately, it gives another perception if you're an investigative journalist like ourselves to go in there and to actually, understand that is there another purpose through that. But it's being built. That's the only thing that I can say. He was born on the same day every year. My God. 1 + 1 is how many? 2. Jesus. Does anybody who doesn't every year is your every year somebody holy crap. Is this the last comment? Oh my God, Satan. Oh my God, Satan. Thank you so much for joining, Ann. Hello, Oscar. I've been following you. Hello, Oscar. I've been following you for years. I hope you're doing well. I just saw your live. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you so much. 2 ladies in the Midwest Adventures. Thank you so much for joining. Questions. If you guys want to ask a question, you want to ask a comment, go ahead. I'm right here for you guys. Questions and comments for you guys. Go ahead. We got almost 500 people on the live feed. Uh, what a disaster these colleges are going through, man. It's a complete disgusting disaster. Complete disgusting disaster, really. Comedy show today. No, Satan arrived. So I like to call these people Satan because what their comments is completely out of line. It's just unbelievably completely out of line. Why? Because it's the truth. You cannot handle the truth, Oscar. No, it's not the truth. It's just you're Satan. Listen to your comment. Listen to what you're saying. Really listen to what you're. If you don't believe in if people that believe in Satan, they will say those kind of comments. Uh, I saw some of the groups use the coffee shop near the end of Park Boulevard, close to Adams Avenue. Where is that at? I don't understand where that at. Victor, no, Park Boulevard, close to Adams Avenue. I don't know where that at, man. Uh, I really do not know where is that at. Where's that location at? Comments, questions. Uh, I feel you're doing a great job explaining the problems with you, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you. When are you going to do a live ad and about? I want to drink a coffee in person. One of these days, brother. One of these days. Mm. Oscar, do you believe that this is going to be worse than Summer of Love? I believe that these elections are the most critical elections, possibly in history of the United States of America. That's what I believe. Uh, and sadly, híjole, I think that there's going to be a lot of irregular situations in the elections. And a lot of people are, as I'm predicting, the migrants are going to be used to radically protest and do a lot of things. It's the Democrats they're going to play a dirty game. They do not want to leave power, uh, and that's what I believe. I talked to him yesterday. He was in Romania. I'll see him. I think this incoming weeks. Oh yes, they will, but it's going to be really difficult. It's going to be really hard. They're outside, so I cannot. I'm in a room, so I cannot bring them in right now. No, no, I don't. Um, no, no, I don't. I prefer to talk to openly a bigger, larger audience on second opportunities in life. That is what we have done, and encourage people to how to change their lives and how to become a better human being. I intend to do that instead of political aspirations. I no, I no, I don't. Uh, Bergquam has been in Hungary. Paulin CPAC, he was in New York. Uh, Today he was in New York City. He came back already. Possibly already came back. I talked to him. When was it? Yesterday, I think so. And it was when I talked to him. It was late at night over there where he was. So that's what I don't know if he already came back. I haven't talked to him. I haven't called him. Possibly he had a long flight. Man, I remember the longest flight that I ever been in was the one from um was when I was going to Ukraine. It was from Mexico to Amsterdam. That was long, man. It was 11 hours, almost 12. Whew, it was long, man. Thank you, Oscar, for all you do. God bless you and protect you. Thank you so much, Linda Schwartz. Thank you so much. You was on War Room. This I am. God bless his dear heart. We're going to be traveling soon, so I hope that we can be later on the War Room and also on different programs in Real America's Boys News. Yeah, on Patriot Mobile, if you guys want to change companies, support American companies, Patriot Mobile is the solution. So just giving Patriot Mobile a shout out, our sponsor, promo code RAV, Patriot Mobile, promo code RAV. So there you go. Questions, comments. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mishka. Wow, that's a beautiful name. Mishka. That's a beautiful name. Good to catch you live. You're always the voice of common sense. God bless you, Oscar. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Please keep your head up. I know you're seeing the worst of the worst, but you keep us informed. Thank you, my brother. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, if you're not being a follower, you're a new follower, possibly. Yes, I've been working for Real America's Boys News for some years now. Some years, yes. I work for Real America's Boys News. Yes, I do. Questions, Q&A. Go ahead. We got like 5 more minutes, and that's about it. Comments, questions. And I just seen a video of a college. I don't know which one in the United States that they're doing they're going around dancing, everybody holding their hands and holding like side to side in their arms, some of them, their shoulders up, and I really I really do not understand. Really, it's just a disaster. This generation, that some of the generation of the United States, it's just a complete disaster, man. I'm just looking at them and I'm like, I cannot believe that they are defending Hamas and Hezbollah. It's just, man. Uh, some of my family from Denver is so short on funding. Do you see migrants going to different cities? Any particular? Well, they're moving around. Where they see that they have a better opportunity. I Yes, they're going to be moving around, man. They're going to be moving around. Whatever they feel comfortable and whatever they feel they get a better opportunity. Thank you so much for joining in. God bless you all. I will be leaving you guys now. I'm going to do a couple of things, but it has been a pleasure talking to you guys. And a full pleasure to talk to you guys. Absolute pleasure. God bless you guys. Stay safe. Buy me a coffee. It is right there. If you guys like to support my independent reporting and travel fund, I'm going to be traveling soon again. It has been a slow year, but slow year because I had a couple of things on that I had to handle. But after that, we're picking it up right now, and I'm going to be traveling soon to give you guys a reality and truth of the news. Like always, stay safe. Like we always say, God's plan, it is our mission. Stay safe.